Could the late Kim Porter really be speaking from the grave and exposing more about the diddler? This is wild.
PASCAL.
What's up, y'all? As you guys already know, we have been following this whole case revolving around Diddy and all the things that he's being alleged of doing. And let's be real, he's being alleged of doing a lot, y'all. And if you've been sleeping under a rock, living under a rock, let me just be real. It's a lot of stuff that he's been accused of. Could M be on the table as well? I got a lot of questions, guys. But here's the thing. Allegedly, this late, beautiful Kim Porter, the mother of one of three of his children, allegedly wrote a diary of some sort, a memoir, if you will. And now it has been exposed. It's been published. It is out here. I'm about to get it here very soon. So we're going to be doing a deep dive into that very, very soon. Don't you worry. I already ordered it, but I didn't know that people are already getting their hands on it and starting to page through this mug. This is absolutely crazy. And there's some bullet points here that I think are really, really big that we should talk about here. She is describing a crazy life, a crazy, spicy life, zesty life for Diddy, for real. So we got to get into this. This is just a breakdown of some of the things. And like I said, I got the book on its way. We're going to be looking at it when it all gets popping. And I'm telling you something, this is definitely going to be a page turner. And also, from my understanding, it's only about 60 pages long. So you can burn right through it in less than half a day, right? And especially if it's something as juicy as this, woo, it's going to be wild. And let me just say this too. Let me preface this by saying this is allegedly her diary. Okay. We don't know for sure if it is or not. But allegedly they've been saying for a while that she was writing a book and that she was going to kind of expose Diddy. And this could be one of the reasons why, or at least this is what the conspiracy theories are. This is the reason why Kim Porter is no longer with us. She died of pneumonia mysteriously. And of course, a lot of people think that Diddy had some sort of hand in her tragic demise. And I guess I'm still curious. Are they going to reopen her passing and investigate this? I'm wondering if law enforcement's going to really, really do that. Like I said, I've been hearing rumors of something like that starting to get going, but I have not heard anything confirmed as of yet, personally, as far as the recording of this video here. But again, she's apparently describing a debauched life of a lot of zesty and a lot of spicy encounters with individuals and all that stuff. And then, of course, talking about the unspeakable, as they say, violence that she endured at the hands of this monster P. Diddy or Love or Brother Love, whatever you want to call him, okay? So it says this: a new book accuses Sean Diddy Combs of attacking his late girlfriend, taping himself having relations with a male teenage pop star, and these freak-offs. Maybe this is a watered-down version of the freak-offs, but anyway, these spicy parties with an Oscar winner and his wife. The 60-page book, Kim's Last Words, claims to be a collection of diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of three of his children who passed away of pneumonia in 2018, leaked by her friends. It describes Combs' colorful life from the 1990s through her final years, including alleging philandering with both male and female top musicians and rappers, and debauched, get-togethers of the carnal kind at his home, in which Porter took a part of. So she said she was part of it too. She most definitely said she was a part of it too. So the book was published on September 6th. So just a few weeks ago, 12 days, 13 days ago, y'all. Okay? Crazy, right? And now people are starting to talk about it even more. And like I said, I got my hands on it, or I'm about to get my hands on it, and we're going to be doing a deep dive into it. Trust and believe once I get my hands on it. But just before the rapper and Bad Boy founder was actually indicted on racketeering and STing by federal prosecutors in New York, okay? Like I said, he is looking at some serious time. He's in some serious trouble, and Good on him. Good luck, bro. That's all I got to say. All right. And what a beautiful woman, right? Beautiful woman. Can't believe this even happened to anyone, okay, including Kim Porter. And she happens to be gone, no longer here. And a lot of people are still wondering, does this have anything to do with Diddy? Does he have a connection with this? And again, you got to remember, there's a lot of people that have either taken the fall for Diddy or have lost their lives that were surrounded themselves around Diddy. So there's a lot of questions, okay? Biggie, Tupac, and then some. There's so many questions. But moving on, this says the short memoir has disturbing alleged accounts of Diddy attacking Porter after losing his temper and even making unaliving threats to her. In the book, she recounts discovering and making copies of tapes. So she had copies of tapes that Diddy made of him having relations with young boys he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to be a household name. Now, the question is, who could that be? I mean, there's a couple of young pop stars we can that were 18 around that time. So it does make you wonder, who could that be? Does it rhyme with Bieber? Sorry, I didn't rhyme it, but you know what I'm saying. Questiones, I got them, and I got a lot of questions because why? I'm an inquisitive mother lover, all right? A household name. That's big. The final entry of the memoir has Porter falling fatally ill, dramatically texting her friends, quote unquote, he got me, and then calling 911. The book's Los Angeles-based publisher is producer Chris Todd. He claims Porter shared a thumb drive of her writing with close friends, which he obtained and lightly edited into a book under the pseudonym Jamal T. Millwood. It's interesting that he's coming out now. Why not just, you see what I'm saying? Interesting that he's saying, oh, it's me. Yo, man, that's me now. It's interesting though, right? But moving on, the book is marked as being printed in Las Vegas on September 7th of this year. Again, just a couple weeks ago. Todd has not offered any documentary evidence to prove its authenticity, but put hard copies up for sale on Amazon. Again, this is not authorized. We don't know for sure if this is actually true or not, but nonetheless, we're going to look at it. You're going to see me this weekend. I'm going to have my nose in this book. We're going to deep dive into it, and we're going to give you all the big hits, okay? And I know that there's hits here too, but we're going to go more into detail into this 60-page book or this 60-page diary, and also still wondering, is this really her writing? Or is this somebody who just wrote some stuff so they can make a quick buck? I leave that question up to you guys, all right? This says, I was lucky enough to meet someone that purported to have Kim Porter's flash drive. Like I said, are we sure about that? Okay, are we sure about that? But moving on, I know the celebrity source pretty well. I know how close they were with Kim and Diddy and all the people in the hip hop industry. Interesting. This was supposedly for Kim Porter, okay, from the grave, to come forward and tell her story. Todd did not originally want his name on the book for security reasons. I get it. You know, as soon as he put his name out there, I'm sure they're going to be looking for him. At least Diddy is. You remember, Diddy, a dangerous man. We already know about this, right? He even says, this is a dangerous situation, and I didn't want to claim ownership of Kim's words. But now I'm willing to come forward because of the recent arrest of Sean Combs. Now the federal government has finally acted. I feel safer to come forward. Okay. Details of the scandals alleged in the book have already been reported. Diddy allegedly took out a weapon of the pew-pew kind and, of course, was involved in this whole nightclub firefight in 1999. The one that J-Lo was involved in, and of course, a rapper that was on his label Shine was involved in it as well. He's the one who ended up taking the fall for Diddy. He's recently spoken out as well, saying like, this guy ruined my life. For me, you know, as me taking the fall for him, getting paid to take the fall for him, but he's also ruined my life. He's now spoken out as well just recently, which is also very interesting. Okay. Now we already know that J-Lo and Combs were arrested after this whole incident, and of course, only Shine was charged. And now he's off being a politician or something like that. I don't know. But moving on. Other incidents have been flat out denied by the alleged participants, including star-studded get-togethers of the carnal kind, like the freak-offs. He hosted parties that were just a fancy name for these carnal get-togethers, and everyone wanted in. This is what Porter said in her memoir, which is crazy. People wanted in on these freak-offs. That's crazy. We not only had get-togethers with 3 people, but we also swapped partners. Our S life was crazy. But I got to do things with Sean I would have never been able to do with a straight man. Woo! She said she was sleeping with a well-known married woman. I woke up, this is what she said, quote unquote, I woke up and left the bedroom where I was. And Sean happened to be coming out of another bedroom with a chart-topping rapper and the woman's husband. So he had he had a little get together of his own, but it was boys will be boys. A little roughhousing with the boys. Have mercy. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room. That's what she allegedly wrote, saying she didn't really like the rapper to begin with, I guess. She allegedly wrote that she and Diddy had an quote unquote open relationship, that she regularly slept with legendary late rapper Tupac Shakur. Woo! That's insane. So she regularly was bumping uglies and doing the hibbity dibbity with Tupac? Have mercy. So it continues on because it gets even spicier. So she claims that Combs first attacked her after she refused to use a toy on him. I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you do that thing you did to me one more time, please? I got to use these code words. This is what Diddy said, according to the book. I became infuriated, the book said, adding that Porter told Diddy to instead have relations with a male music executive she believed he was having an affair with. So then Sean struck her. This was the first time, but he hit her hard, apparently. Before I could form words, he began to beg, I'm sorry, holding my cheek where he actually struck me. I turned and ran off. That should have been it. But I guess I am a glutton for punishment. The book described another alleged incident at Porter's apartment. He attacked her and she fell to the ground, basically. He put her to the ground. Got to use these code words. Then he pulled out a pew-pew, a weapon, sat it on the end of the table. He knelt on one knee. This is what the memoir says. And got right in my face to say, "You're mine. You don't have a choice in that now. I can't live without you." He's a terrifying monster. Wow. She also allegedly wrote that she discovered videotapes of his encounters in his bedroom, quote unquote, vault, and made copies of them as protection for herself as part of her plan to leave. This is where it gets very interesting because, again, they're claiming that she took copies, made copies of these actual freak off tapes to use as a way to get out of the volatile relationship that she was actually in with this man. And of course, if it was anything near what we heard, what Cassie went through, definitely I can understand her trying to find a way to get the hell out, get some leverage from this man so that she doesn't end up disappearing or end up unalive. But guess what? She's gone. And again, I still ask you, should there be an investigation into her passing, or do you believe she really passed away from pneumonia? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. But the memoir said that that when she watched back the tapes, she was shocked. Some of the tapes had things I would never have expected. The gay parties are one thing, but the young boys, like two hip hop stars formerly managed by Diddy, and the then 18-year-old pop star, I would have never known. The book's publisher claimed that the friends of Porter and Diddy, who gave him the memoir, also had copies of the music mogul's freak off tapes. Crazy. He claimed a shady individual had even been trying to sell these particular tapes to Hollywood documentary producers. Who would want to go and try to sell these videos? You see what I'm saying? I get it. There's a lot of crazy, sick individuals that just want to make money for the sake of making money. But at the same time, my Lord, y'all. Okay, that's insane. But I was given the memoir, 60 pages. I was also given a photo and told if I wanted to access the Diddy tapes, I could have those also. And I know for a fact that the tapes of Diddy with this teenage pop star have been shopped to Hollywood studios by other parties. He also shared a photo of Porter, which he said was taken in the bathroom at her Toluca Lake mansion around 2009. She claimed that a friend took the photo of her while she was applying makeup to cover up an injury from one of Diddy's alleged attacks. Again, guys, I mean, this is, and of course, you know, they say the photo background matches the realtor's photos of the master bedroom at the mansion where Porter was later found unalive in 2018. Listen, guys, okay, let's be real. After, you know, seeing all this, and of course, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the content of all the information that revolves around this. Okay, that she has it's a 60-page memoir, or 60-page I guess excerpts from her diary, talking about this whole situation. And again, I leave this question up to you: do you believe that this is actually her book or her diary? Is this really her speaking from the great beyond? I'm kind of curious about it too. Again, you know, somebody could fabricate this. Somebody could put these things up all day long, like just make it up just for the sake of what they've heard from all the other people that have spoken out, that have filed lawsuits and whatnot. But again, I keep going, maybe this really is real. And the other question too is, did she really pass at the hands of this man because of Diddy? That's the other question too. And now that we've been learning a lot about Diddy and a lot that has been confirmed by the feds, it does make you think, I mean, if he's willing to do all this other stuff, could M also be on that list too? Anything's possible. But like I said, I'm getting the memoir in the next day or two, and I'm really looking forward to getting my eyes on it and reading it. And I'm telling you right now, we are going to be doing a big breakdown, deep dive into the thing and talking about that whole mother loving thing. It's absolutely insane that has already been leaked out and people are already talking about it. There's screenshots being used everywhere. It is a wild case, and I'm hoping that, you know, this brings I'm hoping this actually rejuvenates the interest into her case, not only just by us, the court of public opinion, but by law enforcement. I'm hoping that they open this up and really look into and investigate this particular case, because if there is a need for justice for Kim, she should get it. And I hope she does if that is the case. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Where do you stand on this? You know, do you think that Diddy did something to her or no? Or did she really pass because of pneumonia? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to crush that follow button if you're watching on other platforms. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyways, time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.